Oh, that's not much fun. Let's look at this one. I 4-bet kings. I got called by in position. I think we're gonna get shoved on here a decent amount. I think I'm gonna be calling with kings with a heart, but pretty sick spot. I think my opponent can have a flush. I think my opponent can have pocket queens. I think my opponent can have pocket aces. I think my opponent can have ace king with the ace of hearts. Yeah, that sucks. Sucks. It's a 4-bet pot pre-flop, so pretty brutal. Here we 3-bet sixes. There's a hand that I would mix, and I elected to check the flop. Not a very good flop for a small blind 3-bet. I am just gonna call. Here we're gonna check call twice with our top pair hand. Here we got it down to the river, and virulent check back the river where we made our flush. Sucks. Is what it is though. And here, kind of a interesting spot when in position checks back the turn. I think we end up jamming a bunch. He's gonna fold a lot. But he basically said he's capped when he checked back the turn. So if I had like, I mean, kind of a lot of air, to be honest, and I still have a lot of air. If I had air, I would just slam it. We also have kings here. And unfortunately, we do take it down. Hoping for the hero. Gonna check here. And that's a really bad turn. Gonna check again. Yeah, so like I'm thinking back to that sixes spot. If I should be betting like small. I mean, I do probe to like small sizings, like a decent amount. This kind of really sucks. We're just gonna check again. There's lots of value in my hand in the small bet, which makes it awkward. I am gonna bet small. Yeah, nice. And yeah, like, you know, like the sixes spot, you know, like I can have, like, I don't really have thin value though. You know what I mean? Like I don't really have that. Like nines is like more effective as a bet, and aces can just shove. So I mean, like I do bet this 7 a bit more than some other sevens. It's a situation where I check back a lot though. I think that like this hand still mixes, I think, but I could be wrong about that. I would definitely check like 7-8 a lot more than this. I have a randomizer up, but I'm not using it right now. Gonna pay this off. Sort of an interesting situation. Obviously, he's just gonna have a 9 a bunch and call. But like this my line makes like sense with like 10-9. My line makes sense with pocket nines. I don't think there's any 7x in this betting range. I think there's like very little ace-x in this betting range. So I think I can represent like a polarized 9x block that like is totally congruent with the way that I'd play my range. And I got a hand that makes sense in terms of blockers for like the way that he would bet the turn and I bet the river. Obviously I block 7s, but I don't even know if that's a problem because I think he might call 7s. So call the 3-bet, call the flop. I think check turn. Villain's value betting river to like PSB. I think we can just fold this for the most part. Seems reasonable. I'm fine if you bluff catch there. Maybe it's a better bluff catch than I think. Check raise flop, barrel. Seems fairly standard. Brick, which sucks. Opponent has sets, don't block those. Opponent has 10x. It's a decent river for trying to push 10x out. I don't really have very many visible bluffs though. Yeah, I mean sets are sets. They don't fold. I think my hand's like a pretty standard hand to check raise there though. It's possible my hand gives up on the turn when one of the other straights fills. That's possible. So I did 3-bet this hand. Again, I wouldn't 3-bet this hand all the time. I'd fold this hand a bunch. This range is like very linear for both of us, so I think sizing should be like kind of respectful, but pretty sure that like this hand's a decently efficient barreling candidate. And not anymore. I think I just have to lose. I think so. It's nice when I was value betting, guys. I knew it the whole time. This seems standard. People asking about like sit and go bundles. Yeah, we're everything's up for grabs. Everything's up for grabs at some point. And yeah, it could be me and Brandon that do sit and goes. It could be me and somebody else. It could be me and Parker. Parker's fucking good at them as well. It could be me and Connor. Connor doesn't really like the content game though, so that's probably the least likely. That's probably like close to impossible actually. I don't even think I should have said that. Connor's like, there's no fucking way I'm doing it. I should probably check here, to be honest, but I suck, so I'm gonna bet. And I'm gonna fold here. And going to 3-bet here. I'm gonna check this back. Gonna get fucked by ace-3 suited. I mean, I'm just gonna lose to ace-3 of spades sometimes, or ace-3 of clubs sometimes, rather. But I think this is a good idea. I don't think I should just be like letting him click it and then like basically allowing him to realize equity for that cheap of a price all the time. I don't think that's good. I think that's actually really stupid. Now you could be like, well, it's better to do without a diamond. I wouldn't like really disagree with that, but I think queens is probably pretty efficient in this way, regardless. I think I can shove when it's a spade turn at this SPR with this hand. Yeah, we got him. It's pretty good. There we go. All right, guys, welcome to BBZ Poker. I am BBZ, and we have got two bundles on the BBZPoker.com website. We have got the apestyles bundle, and we've got mine. Now, our bundles are designed to deliver incredible value and be accessible to anyone who wants to learn and improve at poker. What we thought was that a lot of the really high-level content was expensive or requires an ongoing commitment. These two bundles are very accessible at the $99 price point, contain a lot of content, and can definitely help anyone, whether they're just getting started or if they're a very sophisticated player, to improve. And we definitely appreciate you guys taking the time to check those out. Thank you very much. Bro, apestyles said to ask you which bundle's selling the most. It's the apestyles bundle. He was getting his ass kicked, okay, for a while. That's why he's doing that. That's why he's doing that, okay? He was getting his ass kicked for a while, and he's beating me by like 1.5 to 1. So it's a good margin. He's doing very well. And I believe that he would have asked you because we've got like a little running competition between the two of us, and I haven't streamed in a little bit, and he's been real active and doing real well, and I'm really happy with all of his success with everybody, with ACR, with everything. So I'm not gonna say proud of him, but I'm just like really impressed, and he's doing a good job. But yeah, he's kicking my ass. 1.5 to 1 is his lead now, so it's not even close. The first like 3, he launched his first, and mine was winning, and I held over him for a bit, but he's definitely overtaken me, and I'm firmly in the getting my ass kicked camp now. So I do think that like calling here a lot's probably the play, but I just think that there's a decent chance that this player's like not 3-betting wide enough off the big blind. I'm gonna get greedy and just like I could have just gotten greedy and jammed. That would have been kind of maybe better. And here, I'm gonna value bet the river. Here, I'm still gonna bet. I don't really think that this range is like that suited. I just don't respect the range, that's why. And that's a bad turn. So we're gonna check. It's a great run out. So I actually think with this player's range, I'm doing a lot worse than I would be doing I could be wrong. I don't really know that much, but he's from Germany. Germans are usually good at this game. I bet I'm supposed to call this hand like 15% of the time or something. I don't think I'm going to do that though. I'm just going to fold. So his range traditionally should be like quite suited, but I just don't. I just think his range is like different. I think it's paired more. But yeah, so Bezos has been criticized for not giving away a lot of money, and he's got his like climate fund or green or earth fund or whatever the fuck you want to call it. And I just started like paying more attention because I follow business leaders a lot, like people who I respect. This spot plays like 4-bet with the range a lot. I think this hand's like calling a lot of the time, and you know, does some other things occasionally. So it's just gonna be a spot where I call. Gonna see bet small here. Check raising is kind of interesting. So it's calling. I'm gonna check raise though. Can't fold here, so I'm gonna call. And here we're gonna put out small turn C bet, as opposed to not small turn C bet. And up here, we are going to not barrel, which I think is the only real answer. Unfortunately, we got fold there, where we barreled small. Here, probably gonna check. Unless I think I need to bet, but I don't think I do. So we're just gonna check. I think you should face check shove a lot here by kings and queens, probably, from villains. It's a very good river. I think I have to bluff now. Like, I think I have to bluff sometimes, I should say. I don't think I have to bluff this hand all the time. But I think it's difficult with the club. I definitely still have, like, I don't know if you want to say most, but like, huge chunk of flush draws. Just gonna go with 1.5x pot. There you go. Sweet. 3-bet take it. Raise, big button flatted, C-bet take it. Sorry, go back here. So 3-bet, C-bet, small. Yeah, so I've been just like really focused on kind of a big size. I mean, like, it's appropriate in tournaments if that's any consolation. Maybe it's bad here. I don't think it's bad here though. So there's that. And I think it's the right size, to be honest, like a decent chunk of the time. So yeah, I've just been like really focused on what's that? It just sounds weird. It just sounds weird to me. Like, I've never spoken this way before, so it sounds weird to be like I'm really focused on climate change, but like, I guess that's the truth. So, hey Jordan, I was one of the people who joined your VersaBank analysis a couple years ago. Congrats to both of us. This has kind of transformed how much wealth I have as a like my family has. So that investment. So thanks for bringing it up. It's nice when people talk about your W's. So thanks, you're welcome. Are you maintaining a position, or just getting down, or getting out completely? Maintaining a very meaningful position. I have a huge cost basis. Huge tax basis there as well. So that's a small part of it. But yeah, no, I'm maintaining the position. I'm scaling it down because it's half my family's net worth. I've scaled down most of it. So that exercise is mostly done. But yeah, I'm just kind of maintaining the position. But it's not like I recommend people go out and buy stock today or anything. It's not the same bet it was when I made it like 3 years ago or 4 years ago or whenever I made it. But yeah, I'm not like blowing it out or anything. I still have 7-figure exposure. So and like more than one. So like I have a lot of exposure. I'm not going to call here against the size on this board texture. I lose to all the bluffs and I don't block any of the value. And sorry, I lose to all the value. I don't block any of the bluffs. I don't think there's that many. And like, yeah, I'm just gonna fold. I just don't think this is enough. Like when I just like he can't like ace-5, like no, he can't. Like I just can't like come up with what I win. Like he can bluff with like pocket nines, which is like what he's supposed to start bluffing with. But like if that's the type of hand he has to start bluffing with to like build a bluffing component here, I need to fold high up because he's bluffing with like such plus EV checks that I need to to fold like kind of high up. So like, even if that's right and that's the type of hand he's bluffing with, like folding his hand still makes sense. So. Anyways, I appreciate you guys hanging out. Make sure you're watching the apestyles stream. Make sure you check out the apestyles bundle. Introduction to Quantitative Strategies video is the starting point for most people. Go to the BBZ Discord, hang out with us. I appreciate everybody who stuck around for a little while and listen to me ramble. So it's cool, and I'm going to bounce. So thanks, guys. Bye.